The Bulldogs lineup today is Potter, Bennett, Farah, Hagan, O'Brien, Lamb, Alchin, Langmack, Dunn, Gillespie, Kelly, Bugden. The Tigers rundown is Jack, Gartner, Gale, Conlon, Davidson, Bevan, Neil, Pearce, Brooks, Surinan, Hemsley, Elias and my pack can do something in the way of taming Canterbury, who've been absolutely marvellous the last two matches they played in. Brooks, in they swarm, Dunn's the defender. Just inside the quarter. Elias, Hemsley on the charge. I think Balmain will be looking for Benny Elias to do a little scurrying run occasionally from dummy half just to break this defence up. Michael Neal halfway through the gap, gets put down nicely there with a boot top tackle from Gillespie, pumping it out on the right. Elias, Bevan stands up on a tackle, can't get the pass away. There's no gain there. Elias has a bit of a run now, looking for support, got a pass away. Oh, there's a heavy one. Surinan stood his ground and took the pass, but by G took a heavy knock up the top of the chest. Scott Gale's taken out of the action. The ball's gone in goal. It could be a try. The referee says no. There's a penalty instead. The ball lost in goal, but a penalty from 7 last week. It's a beautiful looking kick. Oh, it's just crept around the left-hand upright, curved around, having me said it was a beautiful kick. But nonetheless, it opens their score. So Balmain 2, Canterbury. Benny Elias, a sprinting run, that takes some of the pressure off his forwards. He didn't make much ground, but he's given them an opportunity to regroup. They're back in their quarter. There's Gartner trying to run through the middle of the ruck. A reasonably successful effort. Elias out to Surinan. Those gigantic legs pumping. He was up there as an observer last week in his uniform. That was on the Wednesday night game, rather. He was out there having a good look. Pearce with a beautiful pass to Gartner. Gartner comes back in play, gets the ball to Elias. Elias ducks and weaves, gets a pass to Pearce. Pearce got the pass away. It's gone to Gale on the ground. Great bit of sustained play by Balmain. There's an overlap out very wide, but they're not going to do that. They're going to take the option for the kick. Up she goes. Clark took his arms away from it. Now he's got it again, but I think it's a handover. Benny Elias doing his level best there to rip his right arm off to get that ball out. Kelly on the blind side of the ruck, where Canterbury are very effective. Bugden, there's a penalty against the, well, it has to be Scott Gale, the prime suspect there. He was way in front. Terry Lamb from the quarter line and about 15 metres to the right of the right-hand upright, kicking into a breeze and across it. Strikes that well, it's a goal. He kicked 76 goals last year. He's continuing on his merry way. 2-2 at Balmain Rd. He's well and truly tackled there by Terry Lamb. People that may not be familiar with Terry Lamb would be aware of the fact that he's short in stature, but very, very powerful fella, and by no means is he a player that can be taken lightly. Brooks has skipped his way into the clear. Very clever little kick over the top. It's gone off the foot again. Bennett's back there to field it. So it's the Balmain side, and a penalty going to Brooks for interference there by Potter. The score remains 2-2 here at Balmain Rd. We'll have a look at that again to just get the referee's eye view of it. But that is a very fundamental error. Offside from a quarter line dropout. Now just watch it. If they cross the line or in front of the kicker. Well, it was line ball as far as the midfield on the quarter line. He will indeed. So the sideline miss just a few seconds ago has been mitigated against, and now the Balmain side have a 4-2 lead, and Kevin Roberts has got a healthy bit of 12 metres out from the sideline. 3 straight penalties to the Balmain side, onto Neil, out to Bevan. Pearce is standing there. Gale gets a long cut-out pass, goes to Davidson. He's up the sideline, comes inside Scott Bennett, stood in the tackle, tackled 10 metres out. So they're spreading Canterbury, but not much momentum in the way of downfield motion there. Bevan trying to do a Langmack type of pass there to put a player of his team through. Couldn't pull it off. Neil Away to Clark. They're 10 metres out now, 11. Virtually under the posts. Benny Elias goes through a drop goal. It is successful, so that score has been stretched ever so slightly. And Balmain now lead by 5 points to 2. There's the Elias replay on the State Bank replay. Scrubs down, it's out to Alchin. Alchin scurries away on the blind side. They're screeching for a bit of cover over there in the blind too as Canterbury take it that way. Now Langmack brings it back to the open. He's beaten one defender. They're 12 metres out from the Tigers line. Bugden. It's done. Bugden again. They'll have to watch him. He throws the dummy and goes. He's done it on that occasion. They didn't open up like the Manly side did. Kelly, Scott Gale was way offside out in the open. Lamb throws the dummy there and goes partly through. And the referee has finally woken to Balmain being way offside. Again, Scott Gale, in my view, had one success from one attempt. Another goal to Terry Lamb, continuing his good form of last year. He's had 2 from 2. 76 he kicked in 1986. The score then, Balmain 5. Strong defence from Brooks. Scott Bennett. Done. Pops a pass out to Bennett. Bennett away to Gillespie. He stood on the ground and got his pass away to Potter, the fullback. At least they're keeping the ball alive. Now they can spin it wide. There is an overlap out here, I think. There's Lamb going for the kick through. Gartner will get to this first. And he can't stay in the field of play. That's just unfortunate because of the momentum he had up there. Gary Jack and Terry Lamb, 2 kangaroo tourists having an altercation there. Jack not happy with the Lamb treatment of Gartner on the ground. We're watching the State Bank replay. Gartner had the great misfortune, and that was dangerous. Lamb coming in like that, no question about it. Now Sirenen's down, and the reasons were Graham Hughes.
It's what we were talking about before. You picked about players with their knees, running with their knees high up in tackles. The touch judges got David Gillespie when he was carrying the ball. Sirenen was the man that went in to tackle him, and there it is there, the elbow catching him just in the throat area.
Well, he's been sent off. Now that's not a sin binning by the look of it, is it? Did Roberts indicate with fingers 5 or 10 minutes?
I didn't see any of it.
I just saw him point to the grandstand.
The trainer who said there was no mention of the sin bin while he was out there on the field.
Okay, Gillespie off. Ball's been scooped up there by Langmack. It came off the Balmain player, Bevan, who put it down near the halfway line. Now the Canterbury side on the move now. Kelly got it out there to Farrah. It's on to Bennett. Bennett goes up the sideline, kicks ahead. It's a race to the ball. Gardner was going to get there and manages to get it over the sideline. The referee rules no try. In a tackle on a player not in possession of the ball, I think will be the way the charge will read. It was on a touch judge's report. Bugden. Done. One-handed pass to Alchin. He's having a very smart game, this little fellow. He's making every post a winner. And on the occasion that Steve Mortimer comes back and is available to play, it won't be any easy job to drop Alchin. Bugden up to Tunks, pursuing the endeavour through the middle of the ruck. 10 metres out, Balmain back standing wide, Canterbury back standing deep. Lamb sights an opening, goes straight ahead, looks back on the inside and intercepted beautifully by Brooks. Took it as clean as a whistle. Oh, and did it need to be taken? That could have been a very nasty moment for Balmain. That could well have been a try at the end of that pass from Lamb. It's a quick tap taken by Bugden. There's no need to kick for the sideline in those situations. Up the blind side they go. It's to Langmack. He's decked about 9 metres out. Done with an awful pass, beautifully picked up by the wee fella at halfback, Alchin. Bugden, Langmack. Lamb through the gap, and Gale comes at him. Bevan's tackle was ineffective. Gale seemed to be aware of that and be up quickly. There's a pass to Langmack. It's out to Scott Bennett. Bennett comes inside, tries to get a pass away, looks but can't do that. There's a ton of defence there. Benny Elias was over the top. Davidson was there. Bevan was there. There's a grubber kick. If it hits the post, it went very close to it. Oh, the ball's on the ground. And Pearce has to hasten over the dead ball line. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Very close thing. It was a well-weighted kick for a split second. It looked as though it was to hit the upright, and Wayne Pearce took the odds to just belting it over the dead ball line. Balmain working the play back towards their quarter line. Neil. Way to Bevan. Pearce drops the ball. Fallen on by Canterbury. I think it's Tunks who gets up with it. Penalty against Benny Elias for failure to get away from the tackle player. See it again. Strongly. He'll be aiming at the right hand upright. He kept a low trajectory, a smart kick that. 2 from 2 for Terry Lamb. The score changes. Canterbury now 6, Balmain 5 in the Winfield Cup match here at Balmain Rd. Dangerously with these feeds here. There's one against the feed. The critical one. Alshan goes for a scurry on the open side. Balmain under pressure now. Lamb away to Potter. His good defence out wide there. Rank stupidity by Bevan. Failure to let go of the tackle player is a very, very dumb and costly thing to do. And I think he's been sin-bin for 5 minutes, has he?
10 minutes, in fact, Rex. 10 minutes, because that's the... Paul Bevan is the man that he penalised before. It's his second occasion. 10 minutes.
Moves in. It's another goal. So Terry Lamb renewing his very good form in the goal-kicking department. 4 from 4. And the score now changes to Canterbury 8, Balmain 5. Both sides level now with 12 players. Bevan having been sin-bin for 10 minutes. And recapitulating that Gillespie was sent off 2 minutes from that. Astonishing for first-rate footballers to hold the ball so lightly that they can't retain it in a tackle. 3 in the space of 15 seconds. Away to Suriname. Straight through and makes a good game. That's about 8 metres out from the Canterbury line. No tries in this match, but pretty hard combative football. Now it's away to Jack. Pulls it in one-handed. Evades one tackle. Gets it to Neil. Neil's looking for support out to Conlon. Conlon gets it to Gardner. Gardner. Oh! He's been hit hard and high, but there's going to be a try nonetheless. And there might be something said about the attempted tackle there. Feed to Neil. Goes with the feed. Out to Pearce. Tried to work the blind side, but they're awake to that. Gary Jack. Evades one tackle. Gets a pass away to Neil. Neil offloads at the corner. There's the cut-out pass out to Davidson. Davidson goes nicely up the sideline, but there's good, strong defence coming on across in the shape of Farah, who fell very awkwardly. Gale. Neil. Conlon. Bevan back at about, what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes now. There he is coming to the gate. Neil gets it away to Elias and does the run around mover, works it with Pearce. There's a got to Conlon. He's got it out there to Gardner. Can Gardner make it 2? He's got up the sideline. There's great defence from young Alchin. Picked him off about 10 metres out. Right round the boots. A player down at the moment, Canterbury. Now Conlon flings it out wide to Gale. Gale goes for the long cut-out part, gets it to Davidson. Davidson flings it to Gale. He's flinged it to Neil. Neil holds the ball. Statue of Liberty play. Goes ahead, gets it to Suriname. Suriname's got the ball down and Bennett's fallen on it. Up with 21 tackles so far. But all these tackles are effective ones. People just don't get up from them. Suriname stands on the tackle. Gets it out to Pearce. Pearce looks for his winger, Gardner. Gardner getting an absolute mountain of ball out the right today. Benny Elias tries to duck his way through. Gets a one-handed pass away to Gardner. Gardner again involved. He's not handled the ball so much in many games. He didn't have a marker there, but I suspect he didn't have the wind to go ahead. Bevan steps. Lamb tries to pull the ball out of his hands, and the referee had obviously called Hill. Lamb last week. He's directly in front. The breeze is from left to right across him. He'll have to aim it at the left-hand upright. strikes it hard. It's successful. So Balmain, with 9 minutes to go, just go a little bit more comfortably in front. They now lead by 11 points to 8. Up they go the blind side. It's got out to Langmack and he turns it back on the inside. They're tackled right on the halfway line. Balmain hanging grimly to this 11 point to 8 lead as Canterbury try through the backs now to move it a little bit wider. They've got to start taking risks with about 6 minutes to go. Tucks right through the middle of the ruck. He's still going. The pass is knocked down. It's fallen on by Muller. He scoops it up, gets it to Alchinauta. Oh, and it's been put out by Langmack. It came there from Michael Hagan out to Langmack. The pass, I think, was always... He's not happy with it. There's only a gain of about 7 metres there. There's Hardwick going straight and hard, as only this lightweight replacement forward knows how to do. Benny Elias onto Clark, who's been a solid, highly professional worker. There's the hooter, and there's the result. And it's a win to Balmain by 11 points to 8. And the crowd really sorting out Mr. Kevin Roberts with their boos. Nonetheless, it is a win and 2 competition points in the Winfield Cup to the Balmain Tigers. There are the scorers. Gardner, the sole try of the match. Conlon, 3 goals. Elias, a field goal for the Canterbury side. Terry Lamb scored all their points, and they were 4.